Welcome to Paracord Pals and Heroes. Hello everybody, it's Courtney Holmes. Welcome to Paracord Pals and Heroes. I know you see a bunch of stuff out here, but I'm trying to put it all together and somehow come up with a prototype for the crow. And there's only one crow to me, and that's Brandon Lee. Period. Kick right off his day. So I've got a couple of 7-foot strands of white 550 on a couple of black buckles, or black and silver buckles. Anyway, you can't see that off in there too much, but got one solid black core with inner additional core, that is. And the other one's a white, matching the same color as the face and body to be. And it's got a black additional core color. And I'm making this a double wide Solomon regular. And that's what we're gonna start with. Excuse me. And got a little bit of painting to do. See how that works out amongst these things. And got a little bit of inside gutted cord, 7 strands from the inside, and I'm gonna put something together, and I just need your vibe, and let's see if we can call together. That's my crow. Me, right? But yeah, got a crow to do here today, y'all. Finish your double wide all the way down, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Bye-bye now. Oh! Oh! Wait till it's nice and gooey at the end. Now I'm taking black 550 cord. As you're seeing, I went down a little bit of it, whittled down a little bit of the inside of it, and then burnt it so that it's nice and, like I said, gooey looking at the end. I'm going to work these in for his eyes. You'll see them a little bit better later. Here's our finished deal. Double wide. This is what it comes out to. Gonna put those eyes in here and work in a scheme, but I have one kind of major thing that I'm gonna spring on you in a little bit. But right now, let me try to figure out how I'm gonna do his eyes, the rest of them. Back in a minute. Alright, let me tell you exactly where we are and what I'm doing as you look at this crazy looking picture here. What I've done is I have inserted the eyeballs that I made for the crow here, and on this top tier here of the double wide I have let me point this out to you here. I have went on top of the black center additional core color here, and I've went to here on that down this way, and that's what you're looking at is the spatula fid. I use it the point and the flat part to get into those nooks and crevices that are there within the paracord, primarily putting the eyeballs in and going exactly dealing with the additional core colors. If I have to get any paracord through there, I'll open that up and bore with this. So what I did is I've placed centered the eyeballs on the face here, pulled them on through, but left them free to hang and dangle, and don't pull them all the way through at that point. Leave them like this. So this is where you should be once you do that. And as I just explained, you are at the this portion, the bottom part here, going this way, of the additional core colors right here. You're right under that black there from the opposite, right? See that there, right here? Now, once you get to this point, right, I want you to take about 5 or 6 inches of gutted black 550 cord, right? This is to go over, the top of in between the knot sets, over the top, just like this one. It's to go over the top. Okay? Once it's over the top, it is to go down and use your spatula fid if you have one, or whatever you use to needle. Use a regular fid if at this particular point your bracelet is kind of snug. It's not tight, but it's snug in those areas right there. So take it and go on the top, down, coming out the back, right? Like I said, it goes over the top here and goes, as you see, there's no black there. It goes on the top layer of the additional core colors down through the back, and don't tighten it up at that point here, wherever you're at to start of the eyeball. Go on around, come out, right in that valley there, come out right here. See, goes over the top, down behind the eyeball. He comes out right here on top of the hole that's under the set here, right in the middle, and he goes all the way down behind on the bottom tier here. As you see that, and come around the back, see that here. At that particular time, you can go ahead and snug down your eyeball, such as mine. You can nip that when you get it, and I got it like this to show you where it's at in the back. You can cut that and burn it, and tuck it down. because you're gonna give way for this piece of gutted here up top to come over and be burnt onto the back also. Now, what I've got and what you see additionally is here, because the crow has black, he's not wearing a mask. He's got black eye sockets, you know, to give him that craven look of the skeleton, you know. He's a dead guy, you know, and that's what Eric Draven come back looking at. So what we're gonna do, and at this particular time, this is not gutted, and we're gonna go over the eyeball once we've come in on the top of the black additional core color, one set over, or really, you know, two parts to, you know, this area here, the connecting one of the face with everything. The eye, the whole eye area here past the nose here is covering two double Solomon knots sets, excuse me, double Solomon sets. So we're going to come in on the top over here, and we're going to go behind the eye, which further tucks down the gutted part, and it's going to go out, yeah, where that went to, and good thing we're not going to go there now. And as you see, he was keeping our hole up for us, going out the back, right? And we're gonna come through here and get this piece, bring it on out the back. Like I say, it's gonna go over the eye here. It's gonna come back here across the top to make the other eyeball and eye area, same as we did over here. So you go ahead and get that done, and this is what your eye should come up looking like over here. And when you come back, we'll be ready to go up under the bottom part when I come back running. Hopefully you'll be there. Thank you. This comes in under the bottom of the black inner core. See how that black inner core sticks out like that? We're going to go under the eye ball, go back out under the bottom here in the center. As soon as we bore us a hole through there out the back. So, okay, I see birds. Yeah. Trying to go through the white here. It is. We're not going there. Still trying to come through the white instead of going to the black. But that's the challenge. We didn't say this was going to be an easy task, did we? Now this, of course, would be easy for you if this were gutted black. You know, you could do that. And that's a thought, you know, for me to do, to think about. It would certainly make it easier on the video, huh? Alright. Yeah, of course, the way it's on through there. But it will have a certain look for sure with the ungutted. Paracord is very flexible. You just have to see where you're going. And having a great set of hemostats ain't bad either. Okay, see how that's coming? And we're going under his eye. And that's what his face will look like once we do that. We're coming back in here on the other side. Use all your tools to the best that you have. Spread something here. Hemostat. Also help you see a little better. And it's like I said, it's like what Bruce Lee would say about it. Paracord is like water. It's very flexible. Yes, it is. We get here, we'll be through with the primary face part. We're not gonna do his mouth. Got something else gonna go right here though. Like his face. Okay. Spread that out a little bit. Going under the bottom of the black now. Using that flat part of the spatula here. Here. Alright. Okay. And that's where you should be at. The two gutted parts are making the tears that he has, and he's flowing like that, you know. So come to this point, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw in a couple of little somethings, and I'll be back in a minute. Thank you. Micro painting. Steady hands for this 63-year-old guy. Okay, while I'm doing the crow's face, I'm in this bit of the workshop, have a little bit of touch up more to do on his features for this, to include taking some of the inside of the paracord 7-strand, coloring it up with a little bit of permanent marker. As you see here, you'll be able to see this a little bit more in detail for what I'm doing on this film later. And I'm working on that. So this is the workshop for the pro. And I'll see you back in a little bit following some of these.
Maybe you can see them going at the time.
A little something to consider. And cutting on the fake leather, man. Gotta have some kind of leather for my boy. Yes. You'll see what this comes out to be. I don't know if I'm gonna do him a whole trench coat though, you know. Now that would be some serious crow. Don't let me say that because I don't want to eat none. Back in a minute. my leather. Punch some holes in it. The punch. Took me 6 strips of M95 black. Put them in a line with the holes that are punched into the leather. Gonna mount that on the back. And I'll see you guys in a minute when I've done that. Back in a minute. Just going through the hole. The hemostat. Pulling that line up. From right to left, going that way anyway. Pull these up. Gotta see how everything fits together. Just tying them once I come through. Got one more to do. Ooh. It's in. Tie me a little knot here. Simple knot. See how everything looks. And I'm basically gonna just burn these knots when I get them. But I'm gonna, of course, Loctite it down. Gotta do that. Crow. And that's a basic right there. You know, outside of this other stuff that I'm going to add to it. And this. You can do these. I suggest you get a pattern. If you're unfamiliar with paper pattern cutting, fold it in half. What is on this side as you cut is basically duplicating on the other side, you know. So that's what you're doing. You know, you're cutting a pattern. Have a little bit of experience in it before you just freehand it like you saw me do. But otherwise you're going to waste your materials. So have that up, and this is the crow. And I'll be back with the finishing touches. Thank you very much. Alright everybody, I'm back. I introduce you to the crow. All the knots are down in the valleys between the two levels. What do you think? You'll be able to see this a lot more in detail up close with the other additional footage that I have for you. But yes, here we are, Eric Draven, resurrected from death, come back for revenge for himself and his girlfriend Shelly. Kick some butt out there amongst the crazy people running around on Hell Night, Fire Night, blew up. Just don't care about society, purging type crap that still goes on today in some of these bigger cities. on Halloween. So he come back, promised to look after little Sarah, who was orphaned by her drug addicted mom, who he tried to help and everything, living in the building with them. And he's somewhat of a superhero, somewhat of a pure ghost. You know, he's got ghostly powers, and anything that's associated with that. You may say he doesn't really have any weapons, though you may see him carrying a shotgun, but that's just one of the things he likes to play around with. Hey, is that gasoline I smell? You know, that's one of the lines from the movie, and he's got the mystique of the Crow. And whatever that's about in the movies, you know, there are a few movies now on the character, TV series on the character. Don't quite know how they're gonna redo it again. I don't think they know how they're gonna redo it again. It's so many different things to bring up on that. And everybody liked themselves the Crow character. Hell, we even had a wrestler take on the whole thing, probably lost in himself. He dressed up like the Crow, makeup like the Crow, sported a baseball bat. I don't know, that's kind of Ollie Quinn, but I don't know. He retired, and I actually liked him when he was back wearing all the colors and everything wrestling. But if he wanted to go out as the Crow and want to be remembered like that, hey, I'm not gonna knock none of that stuff. And here we are, everybody. I introduce you to the Crow, and see if you can put that together. It should be pretty simple outside of the eyes, and but you can see why I didn't use gutted 554, the eye sockets, and that is true because I wanted everything to stand out and show who he kind of is. And hope you like this video. Me and some dude here put you ain't gonna bark now, huh? Put everything together and yeah, so y'all get down making this one. You don't have to wait till Halloween to do it. So give me some comments, and I appreciate your time and your support. Thank you very much. It's Courtney Holmes saying thank you from Paracord Pals and Heroes. We out of here. Hey everybody, it's Courtney. Thank you for tuning in to my channel today, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you a lot. Bye. Here he is, the Crow. My rendition of the character played by Brandon Lee, Bruce's son, and I wanted to make the Crow. What you think? Can't rain all the time. The Crow.